Hello there, this is Cookies, and I've got turn 45 of EA Machaka. And for this one, we had a couple of small fights, and we also found some sites, but let's go ahead and dive into the combat first this time. So first up is our attack to retake Levin down. So we've got some lion warriors mixed in with some elephants. The lion warriors are to provide a bit of an HP sink for the elephants and also a morale boost for them. So, should help the elephants quite a bit. Alright. So in that one, we don't lose anything. We retake the province. In Blue Waters, we got Berytos' formation of Ichthids getting back on the road, taking on some Clue PD from Femoria. There's just a lot more Ichthids. Turning the flank. Alright. So loses 4, takes the province, and then we go ahead and attempt to shut down Hinnom. So this is kind of like our Grand Army. Now, I believe Hinnom is AI at this point, but we've got our flanking barbarians, we have some lizards in the center, we have Skelly spam in the center. Kind of like center left and center right, we put our sacreds. And then far left and far right, kind of behind the barbarians, are spider riders on attack rear. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Now over here we have about 13 rep fights with one priest to try and bless them. Doesn't seem to be casting though. Oh, there we go. Alright, spider riders are webbing some of them. Now, this guy did get blessed, so he's a bit of a tank, but as soon as we kill him, we can go take care of the priestess. Now there's no more leadership here. And this will probably be a slight replay bug again. We'll see. Yeah, the lizards are retreating. Alright, let's see how we did. So we actually lost 9 barbarians, 4 lizard warriors, and 1 sacred. So this probably wasn't too far off. And we do take out the 13 Rephites and the priestess. Now, some other happenings for the turn. We got a water kobold. We got a king, a mound king, to lead some of our undead around. We cast arcane probing. We found a starfall tower, which is bananas. It's another pearl and another earth, and we get an E2 S2 mage. This is great. Gives Machaka magic phase capabilities. Gives us reasonably high astral, so we can do stuff like anti-magic pretty easily. With our shamans, we can put together a communion with earth, astral, and nature, which are 3 of the nicest paths to have on a communion. So we've got that, and we've already got high earth on Machaka, but yeah. So this guy's great. We're gonna get a few of them. He's also got the side benefit of being a fortune teller. Unfortunately, he does have some old age, but we can get around that because we've broken into blood, or we're in the process of it, because we've got this black tower here. So we're getting these conjurers, so yeah. Now, in terms of, let's see, the events, we got a bunch of gold, which is excellent. We had a few units cursed, which is fine. Yeah, so In terms of this turn, Berytos is taking over the Siege of Midland. We can see all the other Fomorian forts are locked down. None of their troops are running around, which is good. And at least for this, so originally Hinnom was allotted to Sarmatia and Zabalba, but it's been probably like 15 turns, and they're only just now sending this small force out. Probably because Hinnom's AI rather than played by a player anymore. Yeah. So, because of how long they've taken, we're going to go ahead and take the first crack at Hinnom. We've got a much larger army here. We've got some mage support, so we're going to go ahead and take a crack at it. And if they bring more stuff, and I fail this storm attempt, then I'll go ahead and let Sarmatia and Zabalba take this. Still extremely grateful for them killing the main Hinnom stack and for them joining this war. But I don't know. I did tell them a long time ago that I wanted Hinnom locked down. I would have rather locked down Hinnom than trying to take Midland. So that was kind of my thought. Is we were supposed to lock down Hinnom really quickly, and then they didn't do it. So I was a little annoyed by that. So we're going to go ahead and take first stab at Hinnom. If it doesn't work out, we'll go ahead and pass the siege off to Sarmatia, and we'll go focus on more important things like Magor and Phrygia. So, in terms of this little crew, oh, give me 1 second. We're going to go ahead and make our push into the Desert of the Cliff Dwellers. We've got a little force here. Some more Sacred, some more Elephants to hopefully be able to kill a small formation. Rephites, I guess. It says there's about 10 there, so we'll see what we can do. We'll have some skeletons, and we're going to cast some... I don't think group regen really matters, but it's just something for this guy to do. Because I don't have any gems on him anymore for haste. So we're just going to roll with that, and hopefully we can take Desert of the Cliff Dwellers. This was also originally supposed to go to Sarmatia, and I intend to leave Niddy in range for them, but I also just want to kill the Rephites. So we're going to go ahead and take this one. And then in terms of other stuff we're doing a couple of arcane probings. We're getting a little bit of reanimation because it's really cheap for us. It's 2 death gems. We get a number of skeletons that we can do patrolling with and stuff like that. And we're going to go ahead and forge a Dwarven Hammer. So I think that's most of what's going on. We're trying to turn on site searching and research and all that stuff. So we're only at 260 research, which is terrible for turn 45. Generally speaking, in a normal game, I would probably expect, for a normal nation, not a nation that's exceptional at research, maybe, I don't know, maybe a few, like 2 to 3 7s by now. Maybe an 8. So, and we've only got 1 6 and a bunch of 3s and 4s, so our research is horrendous. And you can tell because we're at the bottom of the pack for it. So, Bissia, who's been clamped up in their capital all game, still has better research than we do. The Moria, who's dying, has better research than we do. So we really need to improve our research and start scaling that up, but we've also got some other priorities. So if we end up in an upcoming war, we probably won't be the primary combatant. That'll be Berytos' job. So our job will be more raiding. We don't need as much research for raiding. And also, we can set ourselves up to sling Berytos. So at least if one of us is really strong, then that'll be good. So we're going to try and develop our blood economy a little bit, even if it hurts our research a little, and see if we can start making progress on other fronts, but it's going to be hard to make progress when you only have 2 forts. But hopefully when we get these 2 forts up, because we do intend to fort this one, that'll be 4 forts. And then we had also been talking with Berytos about him giving me Midland. And if we happen to get hit on, then we'd be up to 6 forts, and then we could really start catching up. So that's kind of the idea there. But we also want to keep doing a lot of twice-born stuff to keep our upkeep low. We want to keep it under, especially under 1,000 if we can. And that's so we can keep hiring new stuff. So that means we're going to have to probably sacrifice most of our death gems for that, and we'll probably have to get most of Berytos' death gems to keep that mage engine running and keep increasing numbers so that we can power up Machaka on only 1,600 gold income, which is pretty bad, especially for our size. So yeah, I think that's it for this one, and I'll go ahead and see you in turn 46. Have a good one.